Hey everyone, CeeDee here with Booze for Thought on the 23rd of December 2016 and 23rd of December 2016. Here's a little fun fact for you guys, my birthday's on the 23rd of March, so that's also a 23. I'm drinking Canadian Club. Booze for Thought is once again, we're back, we're fueled with booze. It's Canadian Club Dry. So fuck you if you don't like Canadian Club, because I do. And it tastes delicious, alright? So, to me it tastes like ginger. I don't know if it's like a ginger beer. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we all know how I feel about ginger and ginger beer. Alright? I'm not with you. Because there's none there. There's no ginger. Oh shit, the last time I drank Canadian Club would be... Oh god. There was the time I smacked my head. So what I was doing, it was about midnight. I'd come home from drinking. I was making this crazy sandwich. I thought it was going to be heaps good. I put everything on there. It was like beef, ham, and it was just stacked up. It was like lettuce, tomato, cheese, boom, boom, boom. And it was... Oh, here's a little something you don't know about CeeDee, alright? My favourite food is a sandwich. I love a ham, cheese, tomato, lettuce sandwich, alright? That is, oof. Can't get past that, alright? But yeah, I'm making this crazy sandwich, boom, 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 boom. I still live with my mum at this time, so I was like, Jesus, who knows? When I was living with my mum, would have been about 16 or something like that. I don't know, so it was a while ago. Anyway, yeah, I'm making this crazy sandwich. I'm like, alright, top it off, bit of salt, bit of pepper, mwah. And so to my left is the salt and pepper across the bench, probably about 1.5 meters away, alright? So I walk over, grab it out of this little, it had a little home, grabbed it out of its little home, went over, boom, boom, stand back like fucking Picasso, ooh. You know how you get a little drunk and you end up like Nigella with the Nutella? Ooh, see what I did there? And you just end up making these crazy food concoctions. It's just, ugh. And I'm standing back, I'm looking at it like Picasso looking at one of his, ooh, bellissimo. And so I'm like, alright, I put the top on the sandwich. I'm going to put the salt and pepper back so that I don't have to eat the sandwich and then go, oh, I've got to get up, clean up all the mess. So I was like, I'll clean everything up, put everything away before then so that I can just eat my goddamn sandwich and then just sit there with food belly. Just like, ugh, yes. And, oh God. What happened was, so to my left is the stove and the range hood, like the thing that sucks up all the fucked-if-I-know. Delicious smell of bacon? I don't know. And so I turned left real quick to go put the salt and pepper away and just whack! Smacked my head right on the corner of the range hood. And I instantly just dropped to the ground and grabbed my head and was going, ah, like Peter Griffin in that Family Guy, like, ah, like, whoa, it like hurt real bad. So I was making those like, whoa, like where you're tensing your whole body out, trying not to, you know, I don't know, cry maybe. No, but I was, and I'm going, and I turn around and my mum's standing there. And she's like in her dressing gown looking at me, squinty-eyed, like, what are you doing? And I go, and I pull my hands away from my head and I'm just covered in blood. And it turns out I split the top of my head on that fucking range hood. And Jesus, that was painful. It was like someone knifed me in the head. I don't know. Oh, it was a horrible experience though. But the other time I drank Canadian Club, I thought I had appendicitis. And so I'm sitting in my house in Wollongong just holding my guts. I don't know what to do. You know, it's killing me. I'm going, shit, if it explodes, I've watched enough House to know that I'll probably die. if it blows up, there's time. There's a timer. There's a ticking. I'm a ticking time bomb, And so I went, fuck it. My partner at the time had work the next day, but I got her to drive me up to the hospital, which was literally like 200 meters from my house at the time. But I was like, I can't walk, get me there. I got in there straight away. They were like, oh shit, this could be the real deal. They were just doing their job. Went, oh shit, I'm in the triage room. And this doctor comes out of nowhere, lifts your shirt. I lifted it up and whack! He morphined me in the guts. And they quickly, after that, it was really vague though, but they, I think they x-rayed me or something, or maybe MRI'd me or something like that, or the doctor felt me. And they went away for a good 20 minutes, and for the whole 20 minutes, I was sitting there just rubbing the wall, like I was laying with my back to it, sitting on this hospital bed, my back up against the wall, and like an angel, like making snow angels on the wall. I was just like, oh man, this wall feels so good. Oh Jesus. And my partner at the time had work the next day, and at this stage it was like, oh God, it was like 2:30 in the morning. And she started work at like 6 a.m, so she was pissed. She was just sitting there like, I really want to get the fuck out of here. And I was like, have you ever felt these walls? And so after like 20 minutes, the doctor comes back in, I don't know, drops some paper on the table, walks out, the nurse comes back in. It was this like young lady, she comes up to me and she goes, go home and sit on the toilet. And I was like, excuse me? And she goes, go home and sit on the toilet, it's not appendicitis. And I was like, alright, good, because first you said sit in the toilet. I'm thinking, like, do I just shit, like whatever you gave me, does that just make me like shit out my appendix? And turns out that's incorrect. Alright, alright, it is fact, you cannot shit out your appendix. Well, as far as I know. I'm not a doctor, alright? Anyway, so it turns out I had gas. And I went to the doctors. I just had this big bloated belly. I don't know, I think it was from drinking the Canadian clubs. But I'm back, so. But yeah, they morphined the tits out of me, and I actually had a really good night. Morphined off my face. Pretty much on accident. So I'm still drinking the Canadian clubs. Ooh. Yeah. Before I forget, clickety-clack on my fucking thing here. I told you guys last time I'd... By the way, this isn't going to be a very long episode because I'm going to do another one tomorrow because it's Christmas Eve. If I don't do the one tomorrow, I might just save it for Christmas. So this might be your Christmas Eve present early. Who knows? I mentioned last episode about my watch that I found on the train, and I forgot to tell you guys the story about that. So I'm sitting on the train, me and AJ are there. I look over, there's a watch on the seat. I was like, hell yeah. I put this watch on. We sit down, we're in the quiet carriage. I don't know if you Americans have the quiet carriage, or anyone in any other country has a quiet carriage. Basically, the first and last carriage are quiet carriages. You're not allowed to listen to music loudly, you have to be wearing headphones, keep conversations to a minimal, yada yada yada. Basically, it's like a peace and quiet carriage, which, fuck, I love them. Ooh, CeeDee loves them. And... anyway, so I'm sitting in the quiet carriage, and out of nowhere, it was packed, and out of nowhere, me and AJ actually got seats, which was amazing. And out of nowhere, you just hear like, what was it? It was, what was that? What's that NWA song? Straight Outta Compton, so I didn't really mind. It was like, straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucking name Ice Cube, from the gang, you knew I wasn't going to do it. And, it was full of, like, middle-aged mums, the whole quiet carriage. And so they're playing it for a while, and finally this hero woman gets up and, sticks her head around the corner, and just starts blasting this kid anyway. I can't remember exactly what she was saying, but she did, I do remember one thing she said, which was like, what would your mother think of what you're doing? what would your mother think? Huh? And he did pretty much shut up after that. But basically, at first, she was like, who the hell do you think you are? And the funniest thing was, he stood up and he goes, who the fuck do I think I am? Listen, lady, I'm Shane fucking Williamson. Like, everyone in the carriage was supposed to go, oh, he's Shane Williamson. Okay. So literally nobody there knew who the fuck Shane Williamson was. But this hero lady gets up and blasts this kid, and he shuts up, turns the music off, and she sits down and looks to her friend and just goes, well, somebody had to do it. So me and AJ are just laughing our tits off in that carriage there. Oh, God, but then I don't have that watch anymore. Actually, I found another watch on the train when I was alone, which is the watch I have now. So I really have a good luck for finding watches on trains. But the last watch I had, I lost at this party years ago. So basically, my friend Joe has this farm in Jamboree, and we ended up having this crazy, massive party. It was years ago, and our friend Ben knew a lot of people, so he basically did this Facebook thing, and it ended up like that fucking douchebag kid from wherever the hell he was, and like 300 people turned up. Corey Worthington, is that him? Fuck, that kid's a douchebag. And so, yeah. Anyway, we're planning this. We called it Party, and it was on the basis that it was the party so nice we named it twice. Which is really fucking lame now I think about it. But, hey, we were teenagers. I wanna be forever young. I actually fucking hate that song, just for reference, guys. Just in case you were wondering. I know you probably weren't, but, hey, the fuck you want from me? Yeah, and we had this crazy party, and Ben ended up getting on Facebook, and like 300 people turned up. And it was just absolute insanity. And it was basically a party to try and get Joey laid. Because, I don't know, he'd just broken up with his girlfriend or something, as far as I remember, or something like that. Anyway, so we're walking around the party doing that. I don't know if any of my fans here are How I Met Your Mother fans, but doing the Have You Met Ted? But with Joey, we're walking up to girls going, Have you met Joey? And we talked to a couple of girls, but what made him call it quits was when we walked up to this girl, all three of us. It was me, Zach, and me, Ben, sorry, and me, Ben, and Joey walked up to this girl and went, have you met Joey? And she just turns around and goes, no, and I don't fucking want to. And Joey was just crushed. It was amazing. Sorry, Jojo, if you're listening. No, he's a good dude. But that was just like, if we were man enough to have stood up to her back then, we would have actually said something back, but I'm pretty sure we just all Eeyore out of there. Like, oh, well, doesn't matter anyway. And just sort of fucked off. Oh, God, but we were just for years, they've been just trying new gimmicks to try and get girls to talk to them. And I just remember, before I leave you guys now, this one time we're at some club in Wollongong, and we're out the back, and they were just trying to talk to girls out there, and they just were trying to do British accents, but both of them are just it was Zach and Joey, I think, and they're just absolutely fucking horrible at British accents. So they were out there like, hey there, governor, hey there, would you like to come for a drink, love? Well, see, I can't fake bad English accent, because I actually do a fairly good one. I think I do. I've got a lot of different English accents, though. I've got Cockney, I've got regular. You know how it goes, folks. Anyway, this has been Booze for Thought, 23rd of December for you schmucks, eh? And, yeah, I might talk to you guys tomorrow. I might not. Ooh, surprise. Anyway, guys, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I will talk to you assholes soon. You know it. Hey, everyone. CeeDee here with Booze for Thought on the 23rd of December, 2016.